Do you think racism still exists?
That's dead. Because it's how the camera will go like this. And then pop there. So it's going to be a helicopter.
Well, you excited, G?
Yeah, man, all the way.
All the way what?
Excited, man.
About what, G?
Man United stand, come on. What's that? Watch it. Pull that.
I send a message to Alex Fergie.
You're the best manager ever, the best ever. Coaching, you're the best manager, Alex Ferguson. Trust me, you're the best.
Ernest, you seem very excited, G.
Yeah, man. No words can explain, man.
No words can explain.
Trust me. No words, man.
None at all. No words can explain.
No words. Look this, watch. Look, just take a look. Just let it sink in. Just let it sink in. Like this.
Right, that batty man there.
Come on, sit down, relax, and enjoy because you're locked in to Kaytime TV.
Love yourself, love your mother, love your father, love God, and love the best.
Are you both from Manchester?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am, yeah.
You do? The way are you sure?
I lived here like for most of my life, but I'm not actually English, I'm Polish.
Do you think racism still exists?
Yeah, 100%.
You're very confident about that. What makes you say that?
Because I have experienced it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Please, tell me.
So it was like 3 years ago in school, my last year of school, and someone was just like openly racist because I wouldn't open the door. Like that's how pathetic it was. So
what did they say to you?
She called me a Malteser and she tried to justify that because apparently she had learning difficulties. So I was like, but that means that you're trying to tell me you have learning difficulties but you're okay to use racism.
Say no more. Oh wow, that's bad, man.
Of course it does. It does, and I think it will for quite a while. It's gonna take a while to, you know, like, to get rid of it.
I think so. I see it myself firsthand. I live in a predominantly white area in Leeds, and I see it all the time. It's not necessarily aimed at black people anymore. I think it's more so your Asian lads now. But it's cool. It's not cool, but it's there.
It's cool.
It's there. It's there.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start with you. What makes you say it does?
Like you see it all over the news, like football games and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
You guys, I think it's a really funny. It's running really deep because, like, throughout all the history, bro. You know, like, yeah, it's been. I don't even know how to explain. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while, man. Like,
do you think there is a solution?
I mean, there is a solution once we, you know, outfucked each other and became one race. Because it's just, people are afraid when, you know, people like to fucking go. People are really shallow sometimes, and they only see things. They don't care about much. Like, I don't know what.
That is true.
They don't care about the person, but they see, you know, they see the color, they see the eyes, they see something. Right, I don't like him, and they don't even know why they don't like it. You know what I mean?
Exactly that.
It's fucking stupid. That's it.
Alright, okay. So you're saying that are you saying that you've experienced it yourself, or
No one said anything to me, but
you can see it.
I've heard people say, yeah, passing comments, packy this, packy that. I hear it. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. What about yourself, my man?
Terrorism, like that's stereotypes if everyone is Muslim.
Yeah. I agree with that as well, because that's getting big as well. It's the same as the football situation. It's getting bigger and bigger as the day goes by, isn't it?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
It's everywhere really. Even though people don't say it, people think it. I feel like I was telling you yesterday, I feel like most of like the entertainment industry like promotes it, like the words negro, nigger, all that kind of thing. So yeah, I think like people are scared to say it, but they think it, which is just, I think is worse.
Talk to me, bro. Do you think it still exists?
Yeah, man, of course it does exist, you know what I mean? But obviously now it's a bit different because now it's no longer like let's kill them, let's whatever. It's now more entrenched into like shit like media, you know what I mean? Shit like, I don't know, everyday life, you know what I mean? It's like, it's different, it's very subtle now, you know what I mean? The racism that occurs.
But it's there, it's there, but you can't see it. Like when you're working, you apply for a certain job, you might not know that's not the reason why you didn't get the job.
You know deep down inside, you feel it like,
I have all the grades, I have everything, but what's going on?
Exactly.
I had the perfect interview, but what's happening here?
Exactly.
Do you think there's a solution to this?
I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I feel like, but we're going in the right direction because people are starting to mingle. You know what I mean? People are starting to listen to each other's opinions and like, you know, try to move forward because together we stand.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Divided we fall. That's just, it's cliche, but it's real. You know what I mean? Like, it's cliche, but it's real.
I like it.
So.
I've never heard that, and I really like that. Ooh, so as in, so you think like the black people or the white people or the Asians are racist to other races, but they just don't want to say it? Or do you mean it in the other context that people think racist is still about, but they just don't want to say it? How do you mean it?
I feel like if people are racist, they're afraid to say it because obviously things have been put in place so that people aren't racist to other people. But I feel like it's worse if people are thinking it than saying it, because then you're just being fake to my face.
So do you think we can ever stop racism then?
No, because I feel like, it might sound silly, but I feel like there are people who are still around from the times when people were racist, and sometimes they instill it into like their young ones, and their young ones just carry on with it. So I feel like it's ongoing. It's gonna keep going on.
Okay, leading me to my next question. Do you think, everyone or anyone should be allowed to say the word Negro, or should be allowed to say the N-word?
By anyone, you mean any race?
Anyone, including black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, whatever.
Not really. Not really.
What makes you say that?
I mean, because it's kind of like a condescending, like you're calling each other niggers. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, if you feel like it's okay to say it, it kind of gives people the leeway to think it's okay to say it as well. And sometimes you get that occasional person who isn't part of the same race as you, but they hang around like they're starting to accept other people's culture. And if you feel like I can call you nigger, and then there's someone else here who's not the same race, it kind of puts them in an awkward position. So sometimes even, I mean, like people tend to say it's okay if black people call each other that, but it kind of puts the other person in a position where they feel uncomfortable. So I feel like it is what it is. It's going to carry on regardless, but it would be better if people didn't, because it doesn't put people...
Absolutely. Yes, hell yes. Institutional racism in uni, it does exist.
You're at university right now?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'll come back to you as well. What makes you so, because you like, hell yeah, what makes you so adamant that it does still exist?
What, like in unis or just in general?
In general, even at uni.
Because I feel like, for example, if you're black, it's like people already have a stereotype of you. So if you're black and you get like an A in an assignment, it's like, oh my gosh, you got an A. But if somebody else who's not black gets an A, it's never a surprise.
Yeah.
So obviously it's something to do with my colour, isn't it?
I get what you mean. And you see with the stereotyping you just said, I always ask this question myself, do you think black people are the one to blame for the stereotype?
Sometimes. I feel like sometimes we don't help ourselves. For example, like, you see people living out like the hip-hop stereotype, black girls like, oh, this is a very like sensitive topic.
No, keep going, be as honest as you can.
Okay, sometimes I feel like black girls don't help themselves in terms that they feel to be desirable to men, they have to dress in like a loose manner. But it's just like, why can't you use your personality or your education to attract a man? Because somebody who's just after you for appearance, they're really not worth the hassle.
No, they're not. I like that. Someone's after you for your appearance.
It's not worth the hassle, are they?
That's very smart. You're a very smart girl.
Yeah, partially. Very much so.
Very much so, you know. Did you hear the question, my brother? What do you think?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. I'll start with you, man. You seem very Like, yes, it does. Talk to me.
Yes, it does.
Explain, elaborate. What makes you say that?
Okay, look at the most recent thing on media right now. Meek Mill with his probation sort of violation. Man's got 4 to 6 years like that, while a rapist comes out in 6 months. White guy. Just like that. That's your view?
It's a mad car. Meek Mill was only like popping a wheelie and he was helping children. There's nothing bad he did. He popped a wheelie to entertain children, fam. and his probation officer is saying that
he popped a wheelie.
He popped a wheelie and his probation officer was like, nah, what you doing to the kids, what you doing that. But man was entertaining the children, innit?
Entertainment.
You got old white guys kiddie fiddling white kids while man popping a wheelie and getting arrested.
Entertaining the kids and
entertaining the children, for the children and that.
Say no more.
Oh fam, racism still exists. Institutional racism is part and parcel of our society, yeah? Till this very day, as a black man, you're being stopped more in the streets for no apparent reason. For the same crime, you are going to be getting a higher sentence. Institutional racism is still here. In the legal industry, there is still mad racism, yeah? Somebody that I know got a job in the Home Office as part of, it's a legal job, yeah? They were told after they got the job that they could no longer take the role because they were a risk to safety, because they were from North Nigeria, so they were a terrorist risk, yeah? On the bus, I got attacked by a woman telling me that I shouldn't be in this country no more, yeah? Saying that I should be
listening to the answer still.
I'm sorry, yeah. Saying that I should get out of her country, I have more rights than her. She tried to make me leave the bus. Everyone on the bus was heckling me to get off. I didn't get off the bus, yeah? People used to put chewing gum in my hair when I was at school because I had an afro. Called me fish lips, some next ugly ass names, yeah?
There's no chewing gum.
Yeah, man. Racism still exists. Every day, as a black girl, I had to fight to prove that I wasn't ugly. As a black girl, I had to fight to prove that I wasn't inferior. I used to relax my hair so my hair would be straight. That itch fell out, yeah? From relaxing my hair. Racism still exists and every day we face it. Every day we face it, but we choose to ignore it. So when you start to embrace your identity and embrace who you are, yeah, then you will see a way to change. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, I mean, to be fair, I see it more just within the white community as well.
Yeah.
I've seen it within like people that I know, not necessarily friends, but just people I've stumbled upon. I know it's a generational thing as well. So like older people, I know that they have a very specific viewpoints about certain things that they can't come out of. So I'm not particularly, I mean, I'm not perhaps as well spoken as Sarah over here, but I definitely agree with her with everything that she said.
100%. Okay. What makes you think that it does exist?
Well, my friend might be watching this, so I'll let him know. There was one time, was walking home for football in the like some ends that we live in Salford, innit? Some random guy rolled down his window, shouted out niggas, and then drove off just for no reason.
That's a regular in Salford as well. That's a regular in Salford. I live there.
I live there.
No, you
just be walking down the road.
Exactly, fam.
You know the pain.
Down the road, you hear monkey noise, you be like, fam, old fat white guy in a van.
Like fuck. Like football pictures. Alright, okay. No, you went in still. I did hear half of it, but honestly, what you said was mad. Do you think? Oh, I told you you're crying. I told you were tearing up. It's a celebration because your friend said some beautiful words.
Honestly, guys, just love your black. Love yourself.
Who said this is just about black people? I'm going all racist.
Islamophobia is a thing that is rampant. Girls getting their hijabs ragged off, yeah? Boys being called terrorists, being looked at sideways on the bus. Like I said, the thing that happened about the North Nigerian thing was because of Islamic heritage. Assumption that the person was a terrorist because they were from a nation that had Muslims in it. Islamophobia is rampant in this country and we can't forget that either. The hate for Eastern Europeans is mad. It's ridiculous, yeah? They say they come, they take their jobs, they work hard. They get a job like everybody else. Eastern Europeans are cussed every day. Racism in this country is not a joke.
I'm in love with the cocoa. Hey, I'm in love with the cocoa. I got it for the Lolo. Okay, let's get it.
Buy your bag for the cocoa.
Alright, okay, let's get serious. What do you think? Do you think it still exists?
Yeah, of course it does. But I don't let it stop me from achieving whatever I want to achieve. All my friends is black anyway, so...
Say no more. Okay.